Francisco Linares. I'm with the company Sea Shield. I'm here with Richard Maiden on board motor yacht Spirit of Ulices, 76 North Haven. And Richard, you're getting ready to go across the world then San Diego for about
Yes, we're all being well. We're leaving tomorrow morning and heading to the UK, I think, is where we're headed. So it's about 8,500 miles. 8,500
miles. So you're going from San Diego across the Panama Canal.
Down to Panama, from Panama to Florida, Bermuda. I'm not sure whether we're stopping the Azores or whether we're going straight to the UK.
Okay, perfect. So prior to this trip here, arriving here in San Diego, the boat's been around all the South Pacific and all to here, right?
Yeah.
So I remember when I met you, the boat was definitely needing some attention. The exterior, just so much salt. Yeah. If you don't mind telling us where the boat's been when we first met, and what is the treatment of the whole restoration with Sea Shield to the boat, and how do you feel about it?
Well, the boat's 7 years old, and during those 7 years, we spent maybe a year or 18 months or so in North America, both on the west and east coast. But then after that, the majority of the time has been out across the Pacific, South Pacific, from Panama to Galapagos to French Polynesia, Tahiti and Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, and down to New Zealand, Australia and Tasmania. And then 18 months ago, I think we came up from Australia via Vanuatu and then to the Marshall Islands, Solomon Islands, Marshall Islands, and then from Marshall Islands to Hawaii. So during that time, it's either been myself and my wife that have been running the boat, or myself and one other crew member, Valentino, a good crewman that I met in Fiji. And so it's really just been the two of us looking after the boat, and this is a big boat for two people to look after, and it's been very, very hard work trying to maintain it. And whenever I could, I would have got other contractors or people in marinas to run over the boat, but there was nothing. The boat gradually deteriorated over those 7 years until, as you know, when we arrived here in San Diego, the boat was quite badly oxidized. In fact, we had on two occasions I had one other problem, in that coming across, particularly when we were coming up from Australia to Hawaii, we'd washing the boat in between any of our stops at all on the way, and when we arrived in Hawaii, the boat was covered in just baked salt, which I don't know whether it's calcified or what the technical term is, but it was like glue. And nothing, no detergent would remove it at all. And we washed, Valentino and I washed extremely hard on it. And in the end, we had to get somebody to compound the boat to try and get all that baked salt off the boat. There was some dreadful shape. But as I say, whenever we arrived here, the boat was very badly oxidized, as you know. Sure. And it was when I was in Marine Group, having the boat called Marine Group, it was they who first introduced me to the Sea Shield system. And they highly recommended it. I knew nothing about it, obviously. And I agreed to go ahead and just have the hull done at that stage and see what sort of a job it was. And I was, quite honestly, I was very, very pleased whenever I watched the men doing it. I was there. I didn't leave the boat at all when the work was going on to make sure that everything was been done thoroughly. And I was very pleased both with the workmanship and the reliability of the men coming each day and the finished job. I don't know too much about the technical aspects of the chemistry of the thing, but it really has transformed the boat, and the boat is, I think, as good, almost as good as new now.
Excellent.
And I'm very pleased. And as a result, as you know, Francisco, then we met whenever you came and your men were doing the job. Sure. That was when we met, and then when we got back into the water and came round here, you and I agreed. I wanted the entire boat done, and you did it whenever I was.
And we sure enjoy it. I mean, we literally brought this boat from hard, which is most boats don't get run this way, and for this size boat, but this boat's been across the world and
about 46,000 miles, I think.
46,000 miles. Wow! So we've done all the stainless restored to as good as new. All the Teak Decks recocked, resanded.
Yes.
All the entire Gelcoat.
The windows, you treated all the windows.
All the windows been treated with the Sea Shield system. So I mean, it's been into, and now we are doing something different that we haven't done as much before, is just cover everything with a new and improved formula of exhaust guard. So everything have a thick coat of exhaust guard, and it's going to go all the way to Florida. And then we're going to have a crew with Jonathan, so yeah, go over and assess it. And if we find that we'll do the same thing when we get there, find the result we want. We'll do it. It'll go all the way to Europe, wherever the boat ends up.
I was very concerned that after all this hard work and significant expense, I would have to say, you know, that I would arrive in Europe and once again the boat would be calcified, or the salt bait on the boat, because we're going down through Central America here. Although, as you say, quite right to point out, we're going to review how well this idea about putting this coat of the exhaust guard on and not buffing it off, or not buffing it, just leaving it in dope on that, so as that any salt that does get onto the boat or be baked on the boat, at least it will be baked on that surface, and then we can polish that surface off.
Yeah, we can polish that stuff off, wash it off and polish it off.
So that's our...
So we're very happy with the way it looks. We've done some preliminary testing. It looks real good, but this is real life testing, and I'm completely confident it's going to work. But let's...
Well, we're both risked a little with the experiment.
Sure.
You know, you have contributed and I've contributed,
exactly.
and I think that has been a good arrangement for both of us, and hopefully it'll be well spent an investment for both of us.
Yes, definitely. And this is going to work. I mean, it's going to have it all around. So we're very happy with it. Well, Richard, it's been a pleasure working for you.
And it's been a pleasure working with you. You know, I would have to say that a lot of people don't deliver on their promises, or don't come when they say I'm proved unreliable, and I have to say that I've been particularly pleased to work with yourself on the reliability and the quality of the work.
I appreciate it, Richard. Well,
and your personal involvement as well.
Well, that's how we enjoy doing it and doing it right, and so I mean we're very pleased, and this has been a great project, and I appreciate it, Richard. Well, thank you.